Station 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And of course, tomorrow will mark 1 year since President Bola Tinubu became President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Don't forget, he told Nigerians that he was looking forward, it was his life ambition and life dream to be the President of Nigeria. And indeed, he achieved that. He was sworn in on May 29, 2023 at a ceremony at Eagle Square, Abuja. Nigerians do not really remember much of his speech except for that line, subsidy is gone. That's what Nigerians remember more, that speech of 29th of May more for. And of course, when the president climbed the stage, petrol was at a particular price per litre at the pump at petrol stations. When he got down from the stage, the price of petrol had gone up. Like they say, never say never. That was the magic that we saw that day. President climbed the stage to give his speech on the rostrum, mounted the rostrum, and when he was done, by the time he got down, the price of petrol had already gone up on the streets of Lagos. I was somewhere in Ikoyi, and when I stepped out, I saw queues forming outside petrol stations. And of course, President said, subsidy is gone. We have two guests joining us this morning on the Crossfire, and we're also looking out for your thoughts. It's going to be all action-packed. Dr. Ibrahim Osinowo was a member of the 2014 APC Presidential Policy Work Group, Secretary of the APC Subcommittees on Policy and Strategy, member of the Presidential Campaign Council of the APC for the 2019 and 2023 general elections. Is an enterprises risk and investment policy expert, a former DG and Chief Executive Officer of Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency. He's already with us, but joining us soon, very soon, will be Dr. Yunusa Tanko, spokesperson of the Third Force Coalition for the Labour Party. He was also the presidential candidate and former spokesperson for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last election. Also former chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, in 2019. He was also once a presidential candidate. He's of the Labour Party, joining us later. 1 year on, how has the Bola Tinubu administration performed? Dr. Osinowo, good morning to you. Yes, please kindly unmute yourself so we can hear you, sir.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Good to hear from you. Good to have you, Dr. Osinowo.
Nice to hear from you and nice to see you again.
Yes, indeed.
I miss you guys.
Yes, we same here. Would you agree with my introduction that Nigerians do not really remember much about President Tinubu's inaugural speech, apart from these three words: subsidy is gone? That's what stands out clear in the minds of Nigerians from May 29, 2023.
No, it depends on the angle you are looking at it from. The fuel subsidy has been the major albatross most of the Nigerians before the emergence of President Tinubu. What he is able to do is to ensure that the country is stable, is to ensure that the country, generate more resources, is to ensure that our security architecture is rejigged, is to ensure that, a lot of, economic recalibration is done. So most Nigerians, it depends on the sector you are looking at, they do remember a lot about the speech, but subsidy is the major issue for most of the Nigerians that affect both the downtrodden, the middle class, and the riches, the upper class, so to say. So we can say that a lot of them remember what Senator, President Tinubu speech entails. So most of Nigeria remember, and because he's walking the talk, he's doing the needful. So there's no much, uprising or any issue to discuss about his speech. That's what I can say about that. So most Nigerians remember,
Right.
his 1 year in office has been landmark, it's good for us.
Right.
And, it's just starting. So I wonder why some people will quantify or measure somebody or a president who ruled for 8 years with somebody who is just, amounting to 1 year. So it's a little bit, different cases. So
Right.
A lot of Nigerians remember, absolutely.
Okay. Now, just talking, you can call 0201-277 0993, 0201-277-1993, 0201-277-2993, or 0201-277-399. I'll take those numbers again: 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-1993, 0201-277-2993, or 0201. New utilizers for a verified account. You can also search for Nigeria Space 99.3. On X, we're streaming, but we have a post there at Nigeria Info FM. And of course, on WhatsApp, you can send your contributions to us via the WhatsApp number 08095975805, 080975805. Like I said, we have Dr. Ibrahim, a member of the All Progressives Congress and member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council. We're also expecting Dr. Yunusa, Tanko, spokesperson of the Third Force Coalition for Labour Party. I think this is Labour Party spokesperson. Osinowo, can you describe President Tinubu's first 12 months, which will expire tomorrow? Let's call it that. Can you please describe it in one word? When you think about everything, that the president has gone through, what Nigerians have gone through, what the president has achieved, what Nigeria has achieved, which one word comes to mind?
Anyway, like I said earlier, we have to, the issue of Nigeria is multidimensional. A lot of multi-layer issues that he is able to resolve. Let's take the USD, for instance. People, before his emergence, a lot of, even a pound to a naira is almost about 2,500. A dollar to a naira is about 2,000, or is about 1,900. Now, the market is uniform. The CBN governor is able to do a lot of, calculation and, macroeconomic and, the monetary policy that affects the lives of people. For instance, people like us who needs to change naira to dollar to pay our children's school fees. A lot has happened for us. In terms of, security, it's very hard for you to see that there is a bombing here and there. Though we still have some glitches, we still have some, things to do in terms of security. But, a year is not enough for a president to invest and implement his national security strategy. So a lot has been happening in terms of that. New military hardware has been purchased. If you look at Navy, for instance, if you look at Nigerian Army, for instance, if you look at the budget line of those, armed forces, you will see a drastic change in terms of that. And this is the first time the Ministry of Agriculture will have more than 20% of the national budget. We are channeling a lot of funds into that. And, this is just to, directly explain to Nigeria that we got you. We know what's going on. We know the impact of the subsidy. And it's not the subsidy alone. It's a global impact assessment that we need to take. Most of UK is in recession. I was in England recently. Recession upon recession, people are lamenting price of goods and services have skyrocketed. So a lot of issue global. It's not Nigeria. Look at Kenya, for instance. Kenya is introducing a lot of taxes and the rest of them, impacting deeply, on the downtrodden in Kenya. But here is a president who says, look, I'm not going to use tax burden, to unleash tax burden on my people. For instance, the national cybersecurity system was withheld. So he asked them to stop it because in Nigeria are still suffering. A lot of things needs to happen. And we in APC have called most of the governors. We want Nigerians to channel most of their grievances or most of their concerns to their governors. The governors are earning more now. President Tinubu is paying them directly. For instance, look at what he's trying to do in local government. This is the first time a president will take all the 36 state government to Supreme Court. Let us have local government. Let local government function. Stop stagnating the local government. It's not about APC, it's not about PDP, it's not about Labour.
All right.
Let the local government function. Let them have their money directly. If you're a local government chairman and you didn't do what you ought to have done, ICPC is there to capture you, to make you accountable. So among many things that the president is doing, that is landmark enough for Nigerians to see. And in the second year, you'll be shocked about what's going to happen. So I believe he has done incredibly well in his first year.
Dr. Osinowo, what will happen in the second year?
Sorry?
What will happen in the second year? Can you shock us? What will happen in the second year?
A lot is going to happen, KB. I can assure you. For instance, most in oil and gas sector, two refineries will be fully functioning. Port Harcourt and Kaduna will be extremely functioning. A lot of investment has been attracted.
We had Port Harcourt was going to be ready was it February? Then we had April. Then we had May. And all that. Is it now 2024? No more 2023?
Baby, come on. You and I know that this is mechanical. They need to put a lot of things in place. Don't forget that refinery has been abandoned for more than 15 years. A lot of issues is popping up and the rest of it, and they are trying to fix it. So look at the budget of Ministry of Petroleum. Look at what they are budgeting for that. Even in gas, this is the first time that the president will separate Ministry of Petroleum from gas. A lot of investment in gas as well, so that we can have a multi-layer reduction in most of the utilities that Nigerians are, majorly impacting Nigerians. So these are the issues. It's a mechanical issue. I'm sure you have a little idea about mechanics. It needs to. You can fix this today, and another one pop up tomorrow. So these are the holistic, rejigging they are trying to do in that sector. So agricultural sector. You see a lot of things happening. More, mechanized farming policy is coming up. I'm supposed to be at Kenya for African Development Bank, SDGs. So I can send you the white paper. You see how this present administration has been rated. A lot is happening. Look at what Bosu is doing Minister Bosu is doing in IT and communication, digital economy. Is able to attract a lot of investment in terms of, cabling or, reduction in tariff and taxes of recharging of cards and the rest of them. Right. So look at what sectors that is able to embark on in just 1 year. 1 year.
Okay, so Dr. Osinowo,
ministers are making accountable that you have to make your report card known to Nigeria.
All right. So you've talked about a lot of things. You've talked about the fact that ministers are being held accountable. You say for the first time, you're talking about the fact that it has improved security. I think you were also saying that the exchange rate is improving. Is that what you were saying, sir? You talked about
absolutely. Okay, absolutely. But I'm not speaking for. I'm not speaking. Exchange rate is dependent on volatility of the foreign exchange market, not the Nigerian market alone.
All right.
It depends on how you are able to sustain that trend.
Well, basically, everything is better, and are Nigerians better off? Looking at all these things you've said, are Nigerians better off today than they were on May 29, 2020?
The mistake can be that we continue to make is that we are mentioning a guy that just assumed an office just less than 12 more.
No. I'm saying based on the things you've said which are working. You talked about exchange rate. You talked about security. You talked about the economy. You talked about agriculture. You talked about ministerial accountability and performance. You talked about technology, and I'm saying look at all these things. Are Nigerians better off since you've said there are improvements here? Are Nigerians better off today than they were on May 29, 2023?
Absolutely. Nigerians are better off, and that's why I channeled some of the conversation to the governors. Nobody is owing, even you press are not owing the governors accountable.
Right.
The money,
please
are getting 10 billion before you are getting.
Please hold the thought here. We have Yunusa Tanko, a spokesperson for Labour Party, a spokesperson for the Labour Party's Presidential Campaign Council or the Peter Obi Campaign Organization in the 2023 elections. Dr. Yunusa Tanko, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Very well, thank you. You're welcome. Dr. Ibrahim Osinowo, Dr. Osinowo, please keep your video on because we are streaming live. Dr. Osinowo, your colleague, counterpart from the All Progressives Congress, says that Nigerians are better off today than they were on May 29, 2023, before the president gave his inaugural speech. Do you agree?
Are you referring to me? Yes. My name is Dr. Yunusa Tanko.
No, I know. I'm saying that we have another guest on the program together with you. Yeah, that is what he said. So I'm asking if you agree.
I'm so sorry I have to laugh. I mean, even before this regime took over, there were pandemonium as regard to the issue of dwelling economy of the country, the issue of insecurity, the humongous issue of corruption, decay in the system, neglect of the local government sector, all has culminated into the insecurity that we face. That was at that time. If you raise it to, like, say, that particular pain and pang that was inflicted on the Nigerian people based on lies and propaganda was just 10%. What we have today is like 60 to 70% of that pain and pang added up. So what you have is a pro-max pain and pang. It is laughable if we look at ourselves as Nigerians and say that we are better off when you can only buy a couple of tomato at probably 5,000 naira in Lagos, or pepper, and then we say we are better off. Or when we can now compare the prices of a bag of rice, which cost about 4,000 or 3,005, the time of Jonathan era, now we are buying it at 85,000 naira, and we say we are better off. If you can look at a bag of gari and say that we are better off, and you look at the issue of buying of corn that the common man on the street eats, and you say you're better off, honestly, that will be self-serving and very insulting to the Nigerian people, quite honestly.
Okay, Dr. Shiro?
Anyway, my dear friend and brother, Yunusa Tanko, of course, I commend, your effort in terms of, oppositioning, what the government is doing. I can give it to you and Mr. Obi that you have made opposition, voice a little bit loud. But, when we are mixing, electoral defeat, probably let me just use that to justify, or we are allowing that to override our reality in terms of economic impact. These are a set of guys that is complaining about Buhari. He didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't do this and that. But now, let's discuss the fact. If he's saying that the food prices, blah, 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 is increasing and the rest of that, can you measure what the food prices is in Ghana, in Cameroon, in Ethiopia? Measure it with what we are paying in Nigeria. Everything has seasons. Those things, if you listen to what the minister, I'm sure the opposition will not listen. And my dear friend, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, should listen to what the ministers are saying so that they will be able to pick one or two things to formate their discussion, or opposition is. Listen to what he's saying. Agricultural products, food, services are increasing globally. In fact, at a point, we are the ones that are paying least in terms of, AGM and Hago, in terms of petroleum and diesel. We are paying lower than Ghana. We are paying lower than Benin. We are paying lower than Cameroon. Even still, at 600, we are still paying higher. But my dear brother refused to discuss the impact of people living in Habia, where my dear senior brother, Alex Oti, is leading. The same economy that you and I are living in is what they are living in Habia, is what they are living in Kano. So it's not all about the president. We need to expatiate our discussions and go down to the regional government. What are they doing? If a government is earning 10 billion and now is earning 20 billion, why can't we make it accountable? Why can't the opposition channel their discussion towards that? The president is just, I'm sure Yunusa will not discuss about the president suing all the governors, allowing the local government to function so that they can be accountable and utilize their funds. So these are the discussions.
All right.
It's not about personal. Yeah. It's not about just to critique and say, okay, the government is not doing because I didn't win 2019 election, 2023 election, or 2022 election. So it's about what is about the Nigerians. It's about reality on ground. So it's not about personal that because Mr. Obi does not win election, so I have to at all costs.
Okay, we have to go for a commercial break. When we come back, I'll give Tanko Yunusa the right to reply to that. Gentlemen, please stay with us. And for you listening, please stay with us. We'll be right back.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no sizzling cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans? Ooh.
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So, go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
Well man and well woman.
Are you tired and run down? Well man and well woman from Vitabiotics UK provide your one-a-day tablet with all the benefits for healthy living.
Wellman has been specially developed for men to maintain general health and vitality.
Well Woman is a blend of minerals and vitamins at optimal levels, specifically designed for busy modern women.
Make a healthy change today with Wellman and Well Woman. Available in all good pharmacies nationwide. Health and vitality.
Mecca, this one you sit down like this. I hope say no wala. Nah man, not the money where they see for shop. Every time I check the money not the day complete. Even the one when I give them that ajo man, I never see him till today. My brother, they know they keep money for shop again, oh, because anything fit to happen to one. Come on, they give goat yam, make him keep. He go chop and claim out. Bros, run go Javodani Microfinance Bank to open savings account and put your money inside. Make your mind cooler. You mean Davido's savings account? Hey Mecca, no chop your mouth. Now Davodani Microfinance Bank. You fit call am DDMFB. DDMFB? Yes, so with your new savings account, you fit use am request for loan to expand your business. That's now, if you run the savings account wella, you fit use your mobile banking app, check balance, do transfer, and buy airtime. Share Davodani Day Alaba International Market. Yes, so even other markets like Balogun Trade Fair, Computer Village, Okeare Market, Arena Oshodi, Boundary Market, Ajegunle, Ikorodu, Ojotaketu, Egbeda, Aja, and Onyigo. For more to read, make you check their website www.davodanimfb.com. DDMFB.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fan festival that you have been waiting for, Goal Fest 2024 presents Ruga Live! Also featuring Yaya and Skills, with Energy by D.O. to the T.O.N., the Energy God, Shodi, the Turn-Up King, and Fabulous, the Hype Man, your DJ, Uncle Boo Boo, and DJ Paparazzi. Goal Fest 2024 will also feature exhilarating games, food, and comedy. Come and watch the UEFA Champions League final on a super huge screen. Goal Fest 2024 will take place on the 1st of June at the Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel, and Madubella Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time 12 noon. Limited tickets available, so get your free tickets now at www.goalfestnigeria.com. Goalfest 2024 is powered by Femi and the Gang and Football Republic. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
Supported by Indomie, Credpal, and Apex Network.
New Lafarge Water Shield Cement now confirm.
Oh, welcome, sir. Sir, we are set to begin the foundation.
Everything set?
Everything, sir. We have the estimates for the granite, the sand, the iron rods, the concrete blocks, the cement, the...
Wait, engineer. What cement are you planning to use?
Oh, the normal cement, sir.
The normal cement?
Yes, sir.
You know the area is waterlogged and you say normal cement? Have you not heard of Water Shield? The new waterproof cement by Lafarge, designed to protect buildings from water damage and water damage to your property. If you're building in a waterlogged area, then your best bet is the new Water Shield cement by Lafarge. Water Shield is the waterproof, high-strength cement expertly formulated for all interior and external use in waterlogged areas.
New Lafarge Water Shield Cement now confirm.
And water damage to your property.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fan festival that you have been waiting for, Goal Fest 2024 presents Ruga Live! Also featuring Yaya and Skills with Energy by D.O. to the T.U.N. The Energy God, Shody the Turn-Up King, and Fabulous the Hype Man. Your DJ Uncle Boo and DJ Paparazzi. Goldfest 2024 will also feature exhilarating games, food, and comedy. Come and watch the UEFA Champions League final on a super huge screen. Goldfest 2024 will take place on the 1st of June at the Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel, and Madubella Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time 12 noon. Limited tickets available, so get your free tickets now at www.goldfestnigeria.com. Goldfest 2024 is powered by Femi and the Gang and Football Republic. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
Supported by Indomie, Credpal, and Apex Network.
If you get the big dreams to do big things, lonely day with red money. If you get the big dreams to do big things, lonely day with red money. If you get the big dreams,
get loans of up to 7 million naira on Rain Money. Call 0700 5000 500 or visit rainmoney.com to get started now.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! 5 Alive Poppy. So much pop. So many ways to pop it. He gulps it. She chews it. He slurps it. Filled with pop in every bowl. Everyone pops it their way. So, how do you pop it?
Trader, are you ready for the flight? Yeah. Maximize your gains day or night. The platform, HFM is the name. Trading with us is a brand new game. Come on, feel alone. Execution slow. Switch to HFM. Watch your success grow. Higher leverage, tighter spreads and swap free. Got your back in this financial fight. Trade forex, commodities, indices, shares and more. Just come and see. HFM online trading. Withdrawals, deposit done in a dash. Our execution too fast. HFM stands apart from the rest. HFM stands apart from the rest.
Pico, HFM finito. HFM is ito. HFM national platform. Online trading, forex trading, any trading. HFM no delay.
Join HFM today. Visit www.hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play or App Store. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash outs and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 200,000 naira. Betano.ng, the game starts now.
I am happy.
Hey, who carry ram where I type of backyard? Everybody for this house, come out!
What's happened? Ogamusa, why now?
I Ramo!
For this compound again.
Oh, wait, so Ogamusa, where you set for Sira? Where I for Sira? Ram where Adron Homes carry for my domot this morning. For plot of land the way I buy for their estate. Hey, even Musa said don't buy land. No, be only land. I even collect 30% discount plus gift. Yes, so actually layer promo don't come again. Oh, you fit enjoy 30 to 45% discount on any land where you buy this season with an initial deposit of 100,000 to 2 million naira, and you fit fit pay small for 12 and 24 months. You go go and get gift items like big ram, big cow, bag of rice, refrigerator, and many more. This promo now from now till July. Terms and conditions dey. For more tori, waka go any of our offices or call 090-9393-4115 or 080-2461-8283. Hey, Ade, so now you carry my ram. Ade.
Oga Musa, I say make I help you wash your ram so that when you kill her, you go give me small for inside chop. Oh.
We can protect your car, your savings.
Let's not make it boring. Let's make insurance a lifestyle. If you've ever wished your insurance offered you more, then you're in good hands with Hairs Insurance Group. In addition to our extensive insurance coverage, you can also enjoy free benefits such as networking opportunities, up to 10% discount on hotels, gyms, spas, and your favorite stores, tickets to exclusive events, and free resources to plan your future. So, next time someone asks you, what does your insurance company give you, sir? Your answer should be with Hairs Insurance Group. Definitely much more than insurance.
To enjoy all these, sign up on www.hairsinsurancegroup.com. That is HEIRS. Hairs Insurance Group. Simple life is here.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, Lagos, welcome back. We're still here. It's still the Morning Crossfire, 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Kofi. Bartels. Still with us, Dr. Ibrahim Osinowo, member of the All Progressives Congress. Dr. Yunusa Tanko, member of the Labour Party. 1 year of President Bola Tinubu. How far so far? I guess comfortably seated, and of course not seated, but they're joining us virtually. And we're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Go to Nigeria Info's YouTube page, Nigeria Info FM on YouTube, and of course on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM, or you can search for Nigeria Space Info Space 99.3 on Facebook. Gentlemen, let's go back to Dr. Tanko. Dr. Tanko, what's your assessment of President Bola Tinubu's performance in the area of food security?
Okay. I listened to my brother Dr. Osinowo saying that you compare Ethiopia and other African countries as regard to their prices index and all. It's amazing to tell you, sir, that I am a Nigerian. I care more about Nigeria. Doesn't mean that probably if certain countries are doing something wrong, I would follow suit. I would rather do something that is good for my people, then they can learn from it. Okay? And so that aside, with regard to the issue of scorecard for this particular administration, let me say, with all level of patriotism, the major problem that this particular regime has is the issue of legitimacy. The issue of legitimacy has made them to commit so much mistake with regard to whether they are qualified, the president was qualified to run for election, or probably that the people actually voted and the vote was counted as it ought to have been. Yes, all of those ones have gone under the bridge, but then because of that particular issue has made them to make a lot of mistakes and propaganda based on lies. Please, sir, every one of us, nothing about tribalism, but about the interests of the people. When you look back, are we as a country moving forward? We are still talking about electricity, we are still talking about food, we are still talking about water, we're still talking about education.
Okay, so Dr. Tanko, when you talk about the lies, and Dr. Osinowo, please enable your video and audio so we can see and hear you.
Come again?
Yeah, Dr. Tanko, when you're talking about propaganda and lies, can you give us an example of what you're talking about, please?
Of course, I can give you. Now, for example, Ab initio, the first thing that happened was that the government was talking about removing the issue of subsidy. But actually, the former president, Muhammad Buhari, had actually removed the issue of subsidy. So they were playing to the gallery, thinking that probably it is a general opinion that subsidies must be removed so that they can get attraction and reception from the people. Unfortunately, it boomerangs because it was not in the budget, and they were not prepared. And now they were not prepared for governance as regard to issue of solving the problem, and that's where the lie comes in.
All right.
Now, so these lies. Now, instead of you taking up those particular lies and say, look, gentlemen, I agree we have a faulty elections, number one, and then two, we are not ready to tell you lie, but this is the situation of the country as we met it, and then we are trying to provide A, B, C as a succor, as a solution. The people will start believing.
Okay, Dr. Tanko, let's go over to Dr. Osinowo. What's your take on on the performance of the administration in the area of food security?
We won't be able to have a very comprehensive discussion, and for my dear friend, brother from Labour Party, to give us a sound and people's-oriented, charts when it comes to opposing what the government is doing. Number one is, excluding a realistic fact that this government has made a very tremendous progress in multi-layer sector. For instance, in Georges, we are proposing a 300% review of their salaries and emolument. We are discussing with Labour to increase the salary of, the Nigerian workers. He talked about electricity. I would like to even, peg my opinion to the facts. I would like to state the facts. I won't just be going back about 2020 or 2020 through election where Mr. Obi was immensely defeated, and the case passed through, the multi-layer of our court system, and finally Supreme Court, affirmed, Mr. Bola Tinubu as President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces. So I would like to speak more to the facts and data. Politics is over. Dr. Yunusa should know that politics is over. I expect them to prepare ahead. Maybe by next year, they should prepare for 2027 if Atiku didn't consume them, because, they are running around with Atiku now, having their dinner and breakfast, now taking them back to PDP.
All right.
So at the point, KB, I'm coming. Let me land on my thought, please. I want to speak to data.
Yeah. Nobody's.
I want to speak.
Yeah, but I've been asking you about food security. Dr. Tanko has not talked about it because of time.
I'm coming into that.
We have 12 minutes.
Obi.
Yeah, please.
Obi, I'm coming into that. I'm just speaking to the fact that people who cannot even manage Labour Party, who cannot galvanize less than maybe 1,000 or 2,000 or 1 million members, they could not manage that. Cannot speak on progress of a government. Governance is not a tea party. It's not a joke. It's not where you carry yourself.
In order not to lose.
Now, let me speak to government white paper. Government white paper. That's why I want my brother to go and listen to Senator Kyari, the minister. He's listening to this program. I'm happy to tell you, he's listening to this program. They go and listen to the ministerial chart with this, what this guy is able to do in terms of investing in mechanized farming, in terms of supplying of seed across the state. Even Tanko State, we have invested more than 200 tractors that will mechanize, that will produce, that will work on the farm in those locations. So now, when you are talking about food inflation, what we need to look into is not the government. Agriculture is not in an exclusive list. It's not in an exclusive list, pardon me. The governors should be able to account because they are getting the support from agricultural grants from the federal government to the state. So issue of agriculture, food production is not with the federal government solely. You can talk to your government.
But what has the federal government done? Apart from providing tractors, what else has the administration done?
Seed, crop subsidy, agric fund. That's why I want him to listen to the minister, so you have a holistic and comprehensive data of what the government is doing. And besides, he's 1 year in office. Just 1 year in office.
Even though I cannot hear him really well, but I will just make my own position known. let me say this. How do you explain to Nigerians when you want to build a coastal road? Yes, the particular project sounds very lovely, but then is that what we need at the moment?
Yeah,
you are spending trillions of naira. Wait a minute.
Okay.
You are spending trillions of naira for that particular project. Why the people in the local government are wallowing in poverty and all? And that has affected our security problem because we neglected those who are supposed to be beneficiary to this and helping to help the economy to roll. Now, secondly, there is an issue that is making rounds. Now, this government is trying to spend 10 billion naira for motor parks, while ASU is still talking about their issues of how to maintain good educational system. You continue to tax the people that you're supposed to give succor to. You tax them in electricity, you tax them in water, you tax them everywhere. You are taxing them. And then you said you are governing them? No. What you are doing is putting pain and
I expect you to dismantle the inappropriate words by Tanko. This is a lie. The government does not do all that.
A lot of money.
I don't know where Tanko is getting all that. And as a place, you need to dismantle that.
The Nigerian people are not fools.
Okay.
They know exactly what is being done. But the issue of insecurity is germane.
Okay.
And what we need to do
Dr. Tanko, because of time, I want you to tell me, he said, talking about food security, Dr. Osinowo is saying that even your state, the Ministry of Agriculture has procured 200 tractors for mechanized farming. And they are procuring tractors for mechanized farming all over the country and giving to farmers all over the country. It's free of charge or at subsidized rates. He says the Agric Ministry is giving out seeds to farmers all over the country and also giving funds to farmers all over the country to boost food security. So use your state as an example. What do you say about the administration's performance in the area of food security?
You see, this is where the issue of lies and propaganda comes in. I know for sure that all of us have Nigeria in our hearts. But because we have political lineage, people will try to defend what that political party is. I try to speak dispassionately, irrespective of my political party, but I speak in the interest of the Nigerian people so succinctly. Now, let me ask. They said in my language that what it simply means is that a dog does not know whether there is a party unless when you see bones on the ground. You're talking about these tractors. They are not spirits. I have not seen one. I have not had somebody telling me that he has gained a free tractor from the federal government. I have not had it. He's one saying it now. Where are these? Where are the tractors? Look, Kano State has 14 irrigation dams built by Audubako. 14 irrigation dams. And those particular irrigation dams, majority of them are still existing. When you are heading towards Kano, you will see my people in Kura and from Kura. They are producing rice. I have not heard them telling me that the federal government has given them tractors. Please.
All right.
Please.
Okay. Dr. Shinoa, well, he says he hasn't seen the tractors.
Where is the tractors?
Yeah. Dr. Shinoa.
Let me say this to you. Tanko will not see the tractors. Tanko will not listen to the minister when he's accounting for stewardship. He will not listen to that. But he will be here disseminating lies, telling Nigerians that the president is sacking people, the president is sacking this. Why don't you ask him to provide the data for those people who are sacked? I'm wondering where this, you are saying you are speaking passionately about Nigeria, but all this propaganda, when they started the movement of Save Nigeria, Tanko is in front. Tanko went from, I forgot his party that he contested president on that platform. So he doesn't speak to fact. I believe the Labour Party is suffering from trauma election that we just held. So Tanko needs to go back. I was recommending to most of the Labour parties that they need to go for therapy.
Let's stick to the issues.
Because they don't see things good.
Gentlemen, please, let's stick to the issues, please. Dr. Tanko. Okay, thank you, Dr. Shinoa. Thank you.
Tanko go to NNPP in his state, in Kano State, to ask Governor Abba, please give me the stewardship. What are the
we're talking about Bola Tinubu, president of Nigeria. But I want to come back to Dr. Yusuf.
Excuse me.
Time, because of time. We're running out of time.
State governor receive all these things on behalf of their state.
Okay. Yunusa Tanko, he's asking. Yeah, Tanko Yunusa, he's asking how many times you've gone to your own state to ask Governor Yusuf of NNPP
how many times?
What he's doing with his allocation.
How many times have I gone to where?
He's asking how many times have you gone to Kano State to ask your governor what he's doing with the allocation he gets to the federal government?
I'm telling you 100%. I just left Kano. You saw it in the news. We visited Kano when there was an issue of somebody burning his own brothers and sisters in the mosque.
I mean your governor. You can go to Kano, that's your home state.
And I'm going to Kano this weekend. I want to see, just tell me, we don't do propaganda. I don't know what he has said, but then let me say it very clearly. I have been in the forefront of the struggle for Nigeria constantly, irrespective of my creed or my tribe or my religion, and I maintain that particular position.
Okay,
so,
sir.
Therefore, I will energize and accept a government. If they've done something good, I will come out and say it. I don't need to pretend about it. If they have done it, they are putting up tractors and all to the farmers and all. I will say it. I won't lie about it.
All right. So you said that the tractors will not be hidden if they were given out. But I want to ask you. I want to ask you for your thoughts on the performance of the administration, area of economic growth and job creation. How do you think the government has fared so far in the area of economic growth?
Inflation has risen to 33 or 34% as we speak. Unprecedented. And now you're talking about employment. Employment is being given to the son or daughters of who is who. It's not open to the Nigerian public or the Nigerian youth. If there are increase in employment, Nigerian youth will see it. They don't need to go to anywhere. And you cannot say that probably it's only in the ministries and all that is where employment will give it. Nigerians are not weak. All they need is the indices of survivors to make them work on their own. Issue of power supply, issue of water, issue of health, make their condition comfortable. Yeah. They will find ways for themselves.
But Dr. Tanko, sorry. The president and the administration spares no effort in telling Nigerians the president has attracted billions or if not hundreds of millions, billions of dollars in foreign investment from India, for instance, and other parts of the world on his foreign trips. That accounts for economic growth, does it?
Are you talking about loans that they've collected that they cannot justify?
No, investment. For instance, trip to India, trip to Saudi Arabia, trip to Dubai.
Where is the investment? Look, the country is not producing anything. We are only consuming. We are only subsidizing consumption, not production. If we are subsidizing production and then people will see it, then they don't need to nobody will tell you. They will praise this government to high heavens.
All right. Okay. Dr. Osinowo, economic growth and job creation, how has the administration fared?
KB, let me state this clearly. And, I sometimes feel reluctant to join your program because there's no balancing. You are giving much time to somebody who is not in government. Somebody who is jumping from one party to another.
Now you have your time. Now you have your time. Please.
No, excuse me. You are supposed to ask us who are in government to account for what we're doing.
All right. So what's your answer, please?
You are asking somebody who doesn't even know the parties he's in right now. He said he goes to Kano. I go to my own town. I go to Jebu almost every time. But I didn't see my governor. As he went to the government house to meet Abba and ask him, Abba, you collected 50 billion this month. What have you been doing with the money? You collected agricultural bonuses. What have you been doing with it? This is a guy that jumped from one party, all in the name of struggle.
All right, sir. All right. Hello. Osinowo, please. I want us to stick to the issues. No, Osinowo, I want us to speak to the issues. Osinowo, please. We don't have time.
You are giving him time.
Osinowo, please. No, please. Your take on the administration's performance in the area of economic growth.
All that Tanko has said is a white lie.
No, so give us your take. Osinowo, please give us your take. Osinowo, please give us your take on economic growth and job creation. Just
you are asking
give us the data.
He discussed about Coastal Rail. Come on, guys. Tanko has traveled, at least Obi has traveled across the world. United Kingdom, US. Coastal Rail is in everywhere. What is the investment surrounding Coastal Highway? Do you know how many jobs that is going to be created on that axis? It's talking about insecurity. Insecurity about what? He should ask his governor, what are they doing with the security votes? Majority of the poorest of the poor in this country are from the northern part of the country. And if you look at the trajectory of this country, the North elites are the one ruling this country for over 16 years. So what are you talking about? So he's talking about economy. He won't see good. He won't see something good. When investment from India, investment from US.
So tell us the good that has been done for economic growth and job creation, please.
That is what I'm saying. When he's saying that we are losing jobs, who is losing jobs? Who is sacking who? We've got Slumbaja coming into this country. We've got we've got a lot of, agro industries coming into this country. One is in Oyo State, presently as we speak. Another lithium company was just commissioned by Senator Akpabio in Nasarawa. You won't see that. Do you know how many jobs that is going to be creating? Ministry of Solid Mineral just, submitted their report. Russia is investing almost about $4 billion in Nasarawa.
Okay.
In Safara. Sorry.
All right.
Bitumen and the rest of them.
Thank you, Dr.
So
Shinowa.
we will see that in 1 year.
Thank you very much.
But I'd like to discuss all the faking of civil society person.
Dr. Yunusa Tanko, thank you very much. Gentlemen, we have to go. We're out of time.
You've not given me the right of reply.
We're out of time.
The truth about it is that they are in government. They are to be accountable to me as a citizen. They are to account to me. When you're saying that I should ask the governor of Kano State,
Tanko, ask Kofi what has he done? I didn't talk almost about 700 billion.
Nah, man. Now the money where they see for sure. Every time I check the money not the day complete. Even the one when I give them that adjournment, I never see them till today. My brother, you know they keep money for shop again, oh, because anything fit to happen to one. Come on, shit they give goat yam, make him keep. He go chop and claim out. Bros, run go Javodani Microfinance Bank to open savings account and put your money inside. Make your mind cooler. You mean Davido's savings account? Emeka, no chop your mouth. Now Davodani Microfinance Bank. You fit call am DDMFB. DDMFB? Yes, so with your new savings account, you fit use am request for loan to expand your business. That's now if you run the savings account wella, you fit use your mobile banking app, check balance, do transfer, and buy airtime. Share Davodani Day Alaba International Market. Yes, so even other markets like Balogun Trade Fair, Computer Village, Okeare Market, Arena Oshodi, Boundary Market, Ajegunle, Ikorodu, Ojota Ketu, Egbeda, Ada, and Oyigbo. For more tori, make you check their website www.davodanimfb.com. DDMFB.
5 Alive Poppy. So much pop. So many ways to pop it. He gulps it. She chews it. He slurps it. Filled with pop in every bowl, everyone pops it their way. So, how do you pop it?
See how I'm using corner eye to look at you as you keep pressing *321# on your phone. Is it not credit that you want to borrow from Glow?
Yes, now. What happened? Has the code changed?
Where have you been, girl? *303# is the new code to borrow credit and data on Glow.
So the code is no longer *321#, but *303#?
Confirmento. Voila! It worked, oh! Before Uncle, *303#, not before show. But, guy, I hope so the data when you borrow go reach me and you.
Dial *303# to borrow credit and data on Glow and pay later. *303#, new code, same great ease.
Glow Unlimited.
Enjoy the delicious creamy goodness of Cowbell. Cowbell contains Vitarich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Use Cowbell in your tea, cereal, pap, and other meals of choice. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
The first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games,
check,
to juicy gist,
double check,
and great music,
super check.
All these and more on your number one PlayStation 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no sizzling cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans. Ooh.
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
All right, thank you very much for your time this morning. And of course, I had a Labour Party member, an official, and an All Progressives Congress member, an official. And of course, you don't have it more balanced than that. We'll keep doing it this way till kingdom come. And of course, try to keep all the parties a chance to have their say. A message here says, please, APC representative speaker, you have with you there's denying or the rain, or the, what do you mean, the rain from the right direction. Seriously, can we speak to the issues? Okay, says, I'm sorry that the security challenges of this country are being manhandled by the same APC-led administration. OC Rockets, thank you very much for your time. Everybody has a chance to have their say. But, you can now comment on what you agree or you do not agree. Okay. Oh, my God. This one says, ask the APC guy that for 8 years of Buhari, all what the APC did was to accuse Jonathan and the PDP government, but now Tinubu's government cannot accuse Buhari's regime because they are the same party. Sam from Ikodu, good to hear from you. You have to go. And please, do bear with us. I know we had take some time for our ads and all that, and we had two guests, and we'll have some more time to take your thoughts on these issues subsequently. The news tonight is up next. After the news, I'll do the draw for the OnePlay.ng lottery, so please go play on the website if you have not done that. My name is Kofi Bartels. See you tomorrow 5 a.m. Up next, after the news at 9 is a Daily Digest with Jimmy. So keep listening to 99.3 Nigerian for the money.
It's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
The headline news on 99.3. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.